Welcome back, students. I am Dr. Sujata Kasbe from Abbasabi Garawari College, Pune. This video demonstrates the inorganic qualitative analysis experiment. This is the first part of this inorganic qualitative analysis. To watch the next part of the inorganic qualitative analysis, please subscribe the channel to get the notification. Let us begin with the introductory part of this inorganic qualitative analysis. It is classified into 6 parts, that is preliminary test, then dry test of basic radical, dry test for acidic radical, preparation of solution, and then the analysis of basic radical and analysis of acidic radical. So this video includes the preparation of solution and the analysis of basic radical. Now let us begin with the first part, that is the preparation of solution. Now to prepare the solution, there are 4 different types. The first type is the preparation of solution in water. To prepare the solution in water, take about 10 mg of the given mixture in a test tube and add to it about 1/5 test tube of the water and then boil it. After boiling, if the mixture is completely soluble, then the components of the mixture are completely water soluble. In such a case, the aqueous solution of the mixture is used to detect the basic radicals. Next to that, the preparation of solution in dilute HCl. If the mixture is not completely soluble in water, then take 10 mg of the mixture. In that, add 2 ml dilute HCl, that is 2 normal. Now after this, boil this solution well. After boiling, if the mixture dissolves completely, use this solution for the further analysis. If gas like CO2 or H2S is evolved, boil the solution till the solution is free from CO2 and H2S. Next part is the preparation of solution in HCl, that is concentrated HCl. If the mixture is insoluble in dilute HCl, take about 10 mg of the given mixture in a test tube and then add 2 ml concentrated HCl to it. Boil this solution well. Boil it till evolution of CO2 and H2S is completed. Now dilute this solution and use it for the further detection. Next is the preparation of solution of the mixture if it is partly soluble. Take the mixture in test tube, then add little amount of water. Shake it well and then take 2 drops of this filtrate on a slide and evaporate. If appreciable amount of residue is obtained on the glass plate or on the slide, then the powder is or mixture is partly soluble in water. If appreciable amount of residue is not obtained, then mixture is not partly water soluble. Now this is all about the preparation of solution. Now let us begin with the second part, that is the analysis of basic radical. So this is the first group and reagent required for the analysis of the first group is dilute HCl, and the radicals of this group are Ag, Hg and Pb. Now take the original solution in a test tube and then add to it 2 ml dilute HCl. If the white precipitate is obtaining in the test tube, it means first group is present. Now analyze this group for the first group radicals. Next to that is the second group. The reagents required for this second group are dilute HCl and H2S, and the radicals present in that group are Hg, Pb, Bi, Cu, Cd, As, Sb, Sn2 plus and Sn3 plus. See, for the detection of radical of second group, if the original solution is prepared in HCl, then use fairly dilute solution. Means take 2 ml of original solution, in that add 2 ml water and then use this solution for the detection of second group radical. Now take this original solution or filtrate. If the first group is present, then use filtrate. If the first group is not present, then use original solution. Then add to it dilute HCl, then boil it well or warm it. After this, pass the H2S by using Kip's apparatus. Bubble this H2S in a solution. Now after bubbling, if the colored precipitate is obtaining in a test tube, it means that second group is present. Now use this precipitate and centrifuge it. After centrifugation, you will get two parts, that is precipitate and filtrate. So use precipitate for the separation of second group and use the filtrate for the next group analysis. Okay, now this is the third A group analysis. So it includes 3 steps, and the reagent for the third A group are NH4Cl 1:1 ammonia. You have to test it with the alkaline to litmus paper. The radicals present in this group are Fe, Al and Cr. Now here, before doing this third A group analysis, we have to expel out the H2S completely. Then take a drop of this original solution. If first and second group are upside, then original solution. If first or second group present, then use the filtrate. Take a drop of this filtrate on a tile where already a drop of K3 FeCN6 is placed. If blue coloration or precipitate is obtained, then Fe2 plus is present. Fe is present but in the form of Fe2 plus. But if a drop of this filtrate is not giving blue coloration or precipitation, it means that Fe as Fe2 plus is absent, but it doesn't mean that Fe is absent in the filtrate or in the mixture. Now next to that, we obtain this two part, that is Fe is present as Fe2 plus or no blue coloration. So see the first part, that Fe is present as Fe2 plus. Now if Fe is present as Fe2 plus, then we have to oxidize this to Fe3 plus, ferrous to ferric. To oxidize this, we have to use the next step. But if Fe is not present as Fe2 plus, then no need of oxidation process. So let us see the oxidation process for the oxidation of Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus. Now for the oxidation of this solution or filtrate, add 3 ml concentrated H1O3 in the filtrate, which is to be oxidized, and heat it well. After boiling it well, the color of this filtrate changes to faint yellow. Now this indicates that the oxidation process is complete. Now use this solution for the detection of third A group radicals. The reagents are NH4Cl solid and 1:1 ammonia. Add NH4Cl solid and 1:1 ammonia. After the addition, if reddish brown precipitate is obtaining, it means that third A group is present. Now use this precipitate and centrifuge it. After the centrifugation, you will get two parts, that is precipitate and filtrate. Use precipitate for the separation of third A group radical and filtrate for the analysis of third B, fourth and fifth group radicals. Next to third A group, the next group is the third B group, and the group reagents are NH4Cl solid, 1:1 ammonia, and then again we have to pass here H2S. The group radicals are Zn, Mn, Co and Ni. So take filtrate and then add to it NH4Cl solid, thereafter 1:1 ammonia. Then we have to pass the H2S in this solution. So use this H2S and bubble it into the solution. Now after this step, if the precipitate is obtaining, then centrifuge this test tube along with the precipitate. After centrifugation, you will get two parts, that is precipitate and filtrate. Now use precipitate for the separation of third B group and filtrate for the analysis of fourth and fifth group. Next group is fourth group, and here we have to expel H2S completely, which is added previously in third B group, and the group reagent for the fourth group is NH4Cl, 1:1 ammonia and 1 NH4 twice CO3, and radicals present in this group are Ca2+, Ba2+, and Sr2+. Now boil this solution well so as to expel out the H2S completely and test it with the lead acetate paper. After this, add to it NH4Cl solid and then 1:1 ammonia. In the same solution, we have to add NH4 twice CO3 reagent. Then after this addition, if you are getting white precipitate, it indicates that fourth group is present, and use this precipitate for the further centrifugation. After centrifugation, you will get two parts, that is precipitate and filtrate. Use PPT for the separation of fourth group and filtrate for the analysis of fifth group. So thereafter, the fifth group radicals or detection of fifth group, the reagents for this group are NH4Cl solid, 1:1 ammonia and Na2HPO4. The one important step here that you have to do is reduce the quantity of this filtrate by boiling. Then add NH4Cl solid to it and then add 1:1 ammonia. Here Mg2+ is the only radical present in this group. Now next to that, add the Na2HPO4 to the same solution. If white precipitate is obtaining, it means fifth group is present, and use this solution for the analysis of Mg2+. So the last step is the 6 group analysis. If no precipitate up to group 5 or only one cation is detected, then 6 group is present. And the radicals present in the 6th group are Na plus and K plus. So this is all about the detection of basic radical. Thank you for watching this video completely.